Hi, I'm Bree from BreeBuys, and today I am reviewing the Yum Yum Real Baking Oven. Now, this was at the top of my daughter's Christmas wish list. My girls looked through the Target catalog, thank you Target, and they found this and like, we want to bake our own treats for our friends and tea parties. So we said, okay, we will add it to your Christmas wish list. And I did look up the product, and the product has very mixed reviews. So I kind of knew what I was getting into when I purchased that oven, that it might not be all smooth sailing. So let me tell you about the good, the bad, and the ugly about this oven. After using it, I've now used it 4 or 5 different times with my girls, so I feel equipped to tell you all about it. Okay, so now this is a real baking oven for kids. You can buy mixes to go with the oven, but in a lot of reviews, I feel like people thought you had to use those mixes. You absolutely do not. In the direction it says, or you can use your own mixes. And so with Christmas, I bought like a generic sugar cookie, little elf on the shelf mix to go with it, because I did not want to spend $10 to $15 on the brand baking mix. So if you get this, I would recommend doing that and saving yourself some money on a $3 or make your own homemade. The only thing is it does make very small batches. Now, this oven, it comes with this spatula. It comes with this little baking sheet, very small as you can see. So you're making very small batches at a time. And then it comes with this little whiskey stirry friend. Okay, so we used our, sugar cookie mix so far in this oven. It made probably 5 different cookies on this sheet because you fill it 2/3 full. And then you are going to, over here, open this on the side. You put it all the way up like this. And then the instructions are gonna tell you to put your little sheet, which is a hand wash only, don't put it in the dishwasher. You're gonna put it all the way in, and your child can do this because when they're putting it in, the oven is cool. You're gonna put it in when it's shut off. Then you're gonna take this out. You're gonna make sure the sheet is all the way in, and then you're gonna fold this little door shut and make sure it clicks close as you just heard. So now it's completely clicked close. Now you are going to plug your oven in, which I don't have a plug right here to show you, but you don't really need it. And then you will turn it on. Now here are a couple of things that I was surprised with. Okay, nothing here works. This is all decorative. You turn it, it clicks, a toy. These buttons do not work. There is no display which tells you the baking time. There is no timer to set. Nothing tells you anything except for, and I'll do an insert, this little window right here, a red strip will appear when your oven is hot. That is all the information you are getting about this oven, a little red strip. And so maybe with the baking mixes, it knows that better to tell you how long. I guess that could be a plus of their $15 or $10 baking mix, that it will tell you exactly how long it needs to cook in the oven, because I had no idea the temperature of this oven using just like a generic mix. So our first was a little bit of a trial and error. So knowing that, the second time we used it, we were better equipped because I knew that the cookies on this little sheet filled 2/3 full had to cook much longer. So in my experience, when I bought a store-bought cookie mix, we discovered that if you plug it in and turn it on and you put a timer for 25 minutes, that makes it like a pretty good cook. Everything was evenly cooked. It was soft in the middle. The cookie was delicious. I read some people saying like it tasted so gross. And again, I think that's like the mix that came here. I cannot speak to that. But the, little elf on the shelf, I don't know, Pillsbury cookie mix was delicious. Everybody liked it in the family. At 25 minutes, it came perfect. Here is the other issue that I read about that you should know before you go into it. After you are done cooking and you turn your oven off, you cannot open this door. It is locked. That is a safety feature, so your child cannot open this and take it out and burn their hand. You cannot open this door until your oven is completely cool. In the instructions, it says it takes about 25 minutes. I found it takes longer. So we just, whenever it happens, but at least I would say like 40 minutes of all of us being like, can this open yet? Can this open? So I would say this is definitely like a practice in patience. So your child, that's the thing, like kids are like ready to go. Like, is it ready? Do we get to try it yet? No, make it, and settle in. When it's ready, it's ready. So I feel like you really need to know, especially with kids and their expectations that they're making these treats for themselves. You're gonna set it in here. When it finally goes back to white, there's no more red strip here, then, and only then, can you open this side compartment. And sometimes it does stick a little. I read some people who they could not get it open. I don't know if you needed a little more force, but for us, we were every time, once it was finally cool, we were able to pull this open, pick it up, put our little, my girls did it, because it is completely cool by the time this thing is ready. And then you can pull your little cookie sheet out. So having said that, I completely understand the mixed reviews. Now that we know how to use it, my kids like it. Is baking something in your oven at home much easier? Yeah. Is it much quicker? Absolutely. But I mean, it is fun. It is safe to what I've experienced so far, because you really cannot get in here or touch it while it's hot. It is a little bit of a learning curve. So I would just say that this is one of those toys that if you know what you are getting into, I think it can be fun, because now my girls want to do it. And now that I understand that, like, go for it. They put the batter in the tray, they can stick it in, turn it on, close the door, and go do something else for a couple hours, and then it will be ready. So I have very mixed feelings about it, but overall, like, they want to keep it, they're still enjoying it and using it, and now that I know what to expect, like, great. If you're happy, I'm happy. My husband made a joke that if we have a power outage, we could probably power this, since it's like so low power usage on like a portable power. And he's like, then who'll be laughing when we can make cookies during a power outage on our yum yum real oven. So I don't think I have anything else. If you have any questions about this before you buy or after you've bought, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I do want to add that obviously, even though this is a toy, it still is a working oven. So make sure that you're only using it, while an adult is supervising your child. And I would say proceed with caution, even though they have all of the safety features in check. And obviously they have all of the danger warning on the back. So just wanted to add that. Obviously supervise, use at your own risk type stuff, but that is the toy.